Yo guys, and welcome to my review of episode 62 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush, which is probably one of the best episodes of Go Rush so far, if not the best. I mean, this was incredible. Now, I do want to get one thing out of the way. I've seen a lot of debate whether watching 7th is now 100% necessary. It's not fully. If they didn't give us a slight recap in this episode, then I'd say yes, 100%. But since they, did give us a little bit of, a rundown of what happened in 7th, while I do still think watching 7th helps a lot, and I think if you didn't watch 7th, probably this episode didn't hit as much for you as it does for everyone else. But I think you can still enjoy this whole story without watching it. It's just, again, it improves your experience. But just such a great episode, and I'm going to be talking here a bit more from the, a 7th story perspective rather than a Go Rush one. Just because we now see a little bit more of a different side of Yugioh than we've seen in 7th, which is interesting. We all saw Yugioh as just a really smart kid who had everything planned out and had no doubt in him whatsoever, which he still is most of those things, but we see a bit of a weaker side of him here, right, where he himself kind of isn't completely sure, about what he should do, and he struggles to make the choice, but he does have to make it, right? He's not happy about the fact that he might not return to the future ever again, but he knows that he kinda has to do that. It's the same thing as when he actually meets up with Luke, right? Like, he was able to talk with Schrodinger, no issue, because, I mean, despite me actually really liking him in this episode, Schrodinger himself isn't really, that important of a character in 7th. So Yugioh probably felt a bit more comfortable talking to him, because I guess, he isn't as important to him as Luke. That's mean to say, but it's true. But he knows that Luke is having a tough time, and if he saw him now, it would probably destroy him even more, because he has to go back into the past. So he had to make the hard decision of, I'm just going to not talk, I'm going to pretend like I am a cat, and that's the side of Yugioh that I really like, that we've been shown, that he is still very logical, but he has a very weak side to him, which I love, and that's why I loved Yugioh as a main character in 7th. Despite the fact that, we all joked at times that Luke was the main character, Yugioh still was. Like, let's not kid ourselves. It's just that Yugioh was presented as a character that we haven't seen before, in the sense of not being the best duelist in the show and just being really smart, but still having a lot of flaws. And this episode just proves that even more. Yuamu was also great in this episode. The twins have always, since the show started, been like, oh, they have a good moment and they don't do anything. I hope they actually do a bit more with her now, but I said that with Yuhi as well, and then, the Tremolo duel happened, so who knows, right? But a great episode. I'm excited for the next two. I'm interested in the whole alien girl situation, since Sorako left, and it seems like she was spying on them, and is probably going to go and report it to someone, to who we don't know. She might even have a way to go to the past right? Because we know that there is a past version of her in Go Rush. So who knows, right? But she was definitely spying on them. That's not even a question. But yeah, tell me your guys' thoughts, and I'm very curious to hear from the people who didn't watch Sevens. How did you feel about the episode? Did you like it or not? Tell me in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time.